Okay, let's take a look at this. It is important. You need to know what to rebuke. We have not because we ask not. You can ask a KNOT, all right? You really can. Specifically, praying is in the Bible. We have not because we ask not. A lot of times prayers are very vague. So anyway, let me continue here. The numbers you see there, 145% tariff. There's so many things going on with that. First of all, to even think that those are real numbers that someone would charge someone that we get all of our goods for or from, that's a stopper instantly, okay? There's obviously more going on than that. So what's going on? What do you see with that number, 145? Okay? Keep in mind, they have to give power to the name, number, and image of the beast. Now, this number also applies to, not applies to, but they're using it also, just like, Musk's name equals that, and many of the people that he has hired all equal this number within their names. So, 145, what's there? Well, 1, 4, and 5. Now, I'm not stretching here. This is how it's done. That's what you have to keep in mind. I'm not just being collectively creative here. I didn't just happen on this. This is how they do it. 1, 4, and 5 is 14 and 5. That's 19. Okay. Or you have the 4 and 5, which is 45, plus the 1 is 6, 46. 1946. That's the year he was born. Okay, what month was he born? 6. Okay. That's why you have the 5 and the 1 in there to create the 6. What day was he born? 14. It's all there. Of course, it also equals, the 19. He is the father of the 19. He said clearly out of his mouth many times. He's the father of that number. And yes, 19, 1 and 9 is 10 for say 10. They need you to say 10. SAY10. They need you to pronounce his name. Now, no one would just go around saying it for the most part. There's some creepy weirdos out there that would, but majority's sake, this world is not wanting to chant say 10. But that's what's done. The energy is gathered. They give you these crazy numbers and they charge us exponentially for food and this, that, and the other. And it's going up and up and your energy level goes up and up and they gather it from the air. They cannot live without their parasitic infection in the minds of people. It really works like this. You are, I don't want to say a battery, but you are. Okay, you have energy in you that they want to rob because they don't have any. They are few in numbers, very few, but they need the energy. Okay, these are not things that can create energy. They have to rob it. Okay, they steal. That's all they do is rob, steal, and destroy, right? So when you get into these numbers, it's true. When somebody says, oh, they really did a number on you. Catchphrases are real, okay? You would do yourself a very large favor if you looked into all the catchphrases and really applied them deeply, and you will see the truth. The average person didn't make up a catchphrase. It all came from the satanic pits. It all has a mirror image going on, and it has truth in it, big time. A deep truth. Nothing is topical. Keep that in mind. The scriptures are not topical. None of this is topical. What is 1, 4, and 5? Let's see. That's A, D, E. Okay? A, D, and E. You can look that up in the Hebrew, and it will always end up being something back into Hebrew. Once in a while, Greek. And of course, you have the 14 in there, which is an N, so you're going to apply that also in this word. I'm not going to break it down all the way right here. So 145 has an N, an A, a D, and an E. Well, you also had a 19 in there, right? That's an S. Now, when you unscramble that or put it whatever directions you want to, you're going to see a deeper truth. Well, how could that be? Because spells are real, folks. They are 100% real. That's why they give you all these movies and make it look like make-believe, and none of this stuff happens. Lord of the Rings and, I don't know, all those kind of movies. It's fact, okay? These are demons, and demons have to steal energy to exist. It's only going to get worse from here, because you could never explain this kind of stuff to an average person. They would think you were absolutely out of your mind. And, that word that's within that, you will be surprised at what you uncover, because it won't mean something that's not connected to this. I will guarantee you that. Just some food for thought. A lot of people asking me about why 145. And yes, that should be a question. Why wasn't it 146? Or why wasn't it 130 whatever, or something else? Because it has to equal out the name, number, and image of the beast. They have to give energy to it. It's actually very simple. There's no great intellectual value on their part. None at all, really. Once you see what's being done, there's nothing extraordinary about it. They just know how to do this and collect energy. And unfortunately, it has worked for thousands and thousands of years. If you can, leave a comment. I appreciate it very much when you do that. Because iron sharpens iron. I need sharpened every day myself. And we can all just sharpen one another. And thank you for any kind of information you may put here. And keep in mind, this is not my channel, okay? I don't look at it like that. This channel belongs to the body of Christ. That's each and every one of you. So if you have a topic or something you want to put in the comments, even if it's not related to the video I put up, don't worry about that. You got something on your heart you need to put out there that the Lord gave you, for goodness sakes, please do that, okay? Because we are not always going to have these capabilities, probably not for a whole lot longer. So with that said, again, thank you, and I look forward to your comments.